Hi, I'm Lottie.
Hi, I'm Chloe.
Hi, I'm Allison, and you're listening to Oye Kiku. It's a podcast about three girls from three different locations who are sharing their experiences from around the world.
So today's episode, we're doing a spring special. We're talking about spring and how it's different and how it's similar. We're going to talk about Easter and festivals across the world. Let's start with the weather. Over here, it's been extremely hot recently. It's been like summer. It's been weird.
Really?
It'll go, yeah. So it'll be like really warm. Like yesterday was amazing. It was great. And then today it's like wind, freezing, possible chance of rain, which is England all over.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it wouldn't be England without rain. So
It's sort of like in America, like we have Portland, Oregon, and everyone says like it's always raining. Like Oregon is like a rainy state, or Washington.
Yeah.
Washington is like the rainy state, and but the thing is though, like in Florida, like in spring, we get that too. We get those crazy like spring showers where in your front yard it will be raining, but in the backyard it won't be raining. And like you look out the window and you're like, what? What's
what
happening?
happened? It was nice.
And we have those like crazy thunderstorms in Florida that like they really shock me, you know, like the whole house will rattle from the lightning. Is it like that there?
I remember like we don't have that power of storms, but when I've been over there, it's been really scary.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of like thunder here?
Yeah, but in summer?
In the summer? What's the weather like in the
okay.
spring?
Warm, not too hot, not too humid. The best weather.
It's the best. Yeah, she's right about the humidity here because like in the spring, like my hair can be nice, but as soon as it's summer, it's like
Yeah.
Big old fuzzball.
with the weather, like I think that really brings into transition like with what types of activities people do because of the weather. So like over there where you're living, when it's it's raining a lot in the spring, like what types of activities do people tend to do outside?
They usually tend to not go outside. They stay in, have a cup of tea, and just sit in front of the telly, really. But when it's like really warm, everyone is like, quick, go, we gotta get at the sun while we can. So
Yeah.
like we had a bank holiday weekend, and when we were driving back, we saw like so many caravans going to enjoy this weekend. So we like to make sure we enjoy the sun when we have it.
Yeah. I've never lived in a place that had it like that. So, like, do people hang out at a lot of coffee shops during the rainy weather? Is like tea shops and coffee shops a big thing where you live, like in your city?
Yeah. We've got them everywhere. We're really into
Is it just Starbucks, or is there like other ones too? Like,
we have Starbucks.
Yeah.
But we have nice little. They're like homemade kind of tea rooms. We have one in Lincoln where the waiters and waitresses wear like Victorian kind of a waiter and waitress outfits. Yeah.
That's cool. I'm gonna look it up. That's amazing.
It's called Stokes Cafe.
Stokes Cafe?
I know that in Japan you have the like themed cafes with really cute maids and everything.
Oh yeah.
Cafes.
Maid
Those are
cafe.
in Akihabara.
Akihabara, yeah.
Yeah.
For like the anime fans and stuff. I found it.
Yeah, I think so. I think that one's it.
Yeah. 4 stars. Good stuff. 4 stars.
They do like their own brand of tea and everything.
So fancy.
Yeah, it is fancy.
So cute, guys.
So that looks like the perfect like rainy day weather for like that kind of activity to do in your town, like when it's raining. But then you were telling me like I think one of the biggest parts of today's podcast is like the flowers. Like once it rains a lot in the spring,
Yeah.
you guys have tulips, right?
Tulips, mainly daffodils. That's like spring here is daffodils everywhere.
That sounds amazing. I'm trying to look it up. Look up pictures of it. So I think the biggest thing about spring here that's like it almost seems like the whole season of spring in Japan revolves around is like sakura.
Sakura, yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sakura. So like
Oh, picnic. It's called hanami. You can picnic underneath the cherry blossoms,
Yeah.
and you drink from morning to night,
drink
all day. Yeah.
alcohol.
hmm
Like what kind of alcohol is most
Beer, too high, you know.
popular? Too high. Maybe we should. Can we talk about alcohol?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So in the picnic, like chuhais is an amazing Japanese gift.
Yeah.
Where if you are a drinking age in Japan, drinking age is
20.
20.
Mm-hmm.
So you can buy these like for big giant like alcoholic, it's almost like fruit juice or like soda,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like
Oh, okay.
it's like for like 150 yen, which is like $1.50.
so cheap,
They're
so
so cheap.
Wow.
And yummy.
And they work.
Yeah.
They have a
They work,
they
yeah,
work.
they work.
So where's the most popular place to do that?
I think Yoyogi Park
Yoyogi
in
Park.
Tokyo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's close to
Is it-
Harajuku.
where is like where the
Okay.
Harajuku girls and Harajuku fashion is.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
They have like the whole park, right? It's like a big long like strip of sakura, and it's like so many people. But from an American perspective, like I live on a military base, and we have a festival here for sakura,
Mm.
Mhm.
and it's like people can come from off base, so like the locals, and then they have like
yeah.
vendors, almost sort of like a street fair, like vending food and live music. So getting outside is like extremely important. But then also like I see sakura in the grocery stores, like candy that's like, you know, like sakura themed. Coca-Cola
Yeah.
will have
Wow.
like peach Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And then like oh goodness, like there's so many things. Like you can buy like sake that has sakura blossom in the bottom of it, like the
Oh,
flower, and
yeah.
it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've heard about like sakura being so commercialized with everything being pink and special edition and stuff like that.
Oh,
Pink
Starbucks.
champagne. Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if we're talking about like coffee shops and things like that in your part of the world, we have to mention Starbucks and the seasons here
Oh, yeah.
in Japan. Oh, there's
Starbucks.
one right on my dresser. It's like a special cups that they have each year, and Starbucks is like so popular. They sell. Oh, she has one too.
Oh, wow. That's really cute.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a little
That's
bit bright.
Oh my god.
It's like clear and has the
Yeah.
petals on it.
Oh, that's
So like
cute.
girls in Japan, like it's like the thing. Like you want to go and get yourself like a special cup, and then they have like the year usually too. So you know you have like your 2016 Sakura cup, and then you have your 2017. I had one from last year. I dropped it and broke it.
Oh no.
But I got
Is it like common for people to collect that stuff?
Yes.
Is it common for that?
totally. I'd say maybe in like women our age,
Yeah.
that is a hot thing, right? Is it very popular to have the Sakura cup?
Yep.
Yeah, like girls that are our
Mhm,
age.
mhm.
Yeah.
Just seeing them around, carrying them with
Yeah,
their
it's like I'm so
pink
cute. I got
cute coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love like in the spring too, like strawberries. So you can go strawberry picking here, but I haven't.
Yeah.
But I love like buying the Japanese strawberries at the grocery store.
Are they like
taste like candy.
the pink ones?
I've
Because I know you can get
pink strawberries or the white.
I
She's
don't
talking
know.
about
Oh,
the
yeah.
white ones.
White
They're-
one.
Oh,
Yeah, I got.
white ones.
before.
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
They're really good.
So good.
Oh my god.
So sweet.
I haven't been lucky enough, but it's amazing the produce in Japan like is so meticulously packed. It's everything like perfect. There's no bruise, there's no damage. They're like in their own little like styrofoam wrapper, and then like the
Yeah.
you can buy like a pack of like 8 strawberries, and they're like big, and they taste
Massive.
yeah, they almost taste like candy. They don't taste like American strawberries.
Yeah. We have strawberry picking here, but that's more of like a summer activity. People, especially like kids, like to do it because that's when they're like really big and really nice and tasty. So that's more a summer thing here. But we do have it here, and I've done it before, and you get the plastic little fruit thing.
The basket?
What are they called? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can just fill it as much as you can, and then you pay like how heavy it is. Like,
You
with
pay for the weight.
pick and mix candy. Yeah. So
Have you picked
Yeah.
strawberries here?
Mm-hmm.
Do you pay like by how much you get? Like by how much
Like
it weighs?
1 hour, like 3,000 yen or 2,000 yen.
Oh, you pay.
All you can
hour.
pick.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
Oh, okay.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Quite expensive. I feel like the really yummy strawberries are expensive. Yeah.
They're the white ones that I was talking about. Are they the expensive ones? Or?
The white strawberries.
It was so expensive.
They're more expensive than the red.
Mm-hmm.
Easter. So, do you want to talk about Easter there? Because I know Easter where you live is probably the most like significant celebration.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, I know that it is like super heavily religious. It's about the resurrection of Jesus Christ and celebrating that. And so a lot of the time there are like church services and like stuff around that, really, just to celebrate the fact that Jesus Christ gave up his life for us. But it's not only just religious, like it has that really heavily, that undertone, but it's also about chocolate eggs and the Easter bunny and all that stuff. So we have a lot of like Easter egg hunts. That's big with kids here. I feel like a lot of people listening would have been, oh yeah, I remember doing that when I was younger, because it's not a massive thing now.
Yeah.
When you're like older.
I definitely agree with you, because like in America, like we have Easter egg hunts, but when I was a child, the most important thing was church. And it was like, you go to church, you do this, you do this. But then the churches in America had Easter egg hunts.
Okay.
But they never had the Easter bunny.
Oh, right.
Because like, at least I went to church, like, no Easter bunny, that's for at home.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to confuse the kids. But I remember one time, I'm not Catholic, but I went to a Catholic mass with I think that's what it's called, mass?
Yeah.
With my friend, and we had for Easter, and there was an Easter egg hunt, and like I found the secret egg and like won the big prize.
Yeah.
And they were like upset. They were like, she doesn't even go here. Who is this kid? But at my church that I went to, we still had that.
Yeah.
But I would say like very importantly in America is the pre-made Easter basket.
Oh, right.
Which is like a total gift. Like your parents go to the store and they buy this like big tall Easter basket, and it has like a basketball, like it has like, okay, so boy and girl.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like baskets. So they have like but like these Easter baskets are so tall, and it's always like your parents will put it in the house. So you wake up in the morning like Christmas and you come downstairs and you're like, oh my gosh, the Easter bunny left me the basket.
Yeah.
And then it has candy in it, but usually the big prize is the eggs.
Okay.
Because my parents used to put money like in the eggs, like just a little bit of money, like not that much.
Yeah.
And then sometimes candy, and a lot of times like real eggs too.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys hide real eggs?
I don't know, because when I was younger, I didn't really do the traditional stuff, but like I know people paint eggs, and that's done at like nursery, which is like kindergarten. They do, I think. Yeah. So.
I think one thing that's really interesting, I know our friend Becky isn't here today, but in her Mexican-American family, they, like, take the egg and like really carefully like poke a pinhole in it and drain out all the liquid.
Yeah.
And then dry it and then paint it so you can keep the eggs
Yes.
after.
Yeah.
Whereas we just hard boil the egg in America. At least that's what my parents and I did. So you hard boil the egg and then you dip it in the dye and then you can like draw on it afterwards. Have you done it? You have?
Because my school was Catholic.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I did. We did.
So how was Easter for you?
Like school thing. Because my family don't know Easter.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you come home and you were like, Mom, I learned this? And
I
she's
love
like,
chocolate.
yeah.
Oh, it's good for you.
That's great. I don't know
So
what it
what did you do
is,
at
but
I don't remember, but
Easter eggs.
yeah.
Okay. Did you have the Easter bunny?
Nope. I don't know.
You don't know Easter bunny?
No.
So I have to tell Tony about the Easter bunny because as an adult, it's weird.
Oh yeah.
So the Easter bunny is this large rabbit, man size, like adult size rabbit, right?
Scary.
Right?
yeah. Like a
And he,
big old rabbit.
and he leaves eggs in your yard for you to find.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
way.
And you have to find them all.
What?
Yeah. It's kind of
So we always, like my parents would always be like, when you were sleeping this morning, the Easter bunny came, and you have to go find his eggs.
Oh my god.
yeah.
It's scary.
Alice showed a picture of the Easter bunny. It didn't go well.
Oh, you can't see it. So it's like pretty terrifying. Oh,
Monster.
oh, the White House. Oh, this is very important.
Oh yeah.
The White House in America, where the president lives, has an Easter bunny, and it's been the same costume for years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he wears this costume, and he looks very droopy. His eyes are very droopy, and he poses with each president, and they have an Easter celebration and an egg hunt on the White House lawn.
Yeah, I've heard about this. Is it a massive deal in America? Like,
It is.
because I know.
I would
Yeah.
say, whereas what you were saying, it's more religious. Here,
Yeah.
and I lived in what we call the Bible Belt, in the South, like America. Like if it was wearing pants,
Yeah.
the waist would be the belt.
Yeah.
Where all the churches.
Okay.
Yeah. So, where I lived, like, it was very religious, but all of America celebrates Easter for the most part. Of course, different cultures,
Yeah.
and different religions have their preferences. But I would say most of America celebrates the Easter bunny
Yeah.
and the coming of spring.
Yep.
And they eat chocolate bunnies and eggs.
Yep.
Oh, and the real eggs that we boiled, we did eat them.
Oh, okay.
And the dye does go through the shell. And so you're eating the egg, but it's like blue or pink. I'm okay.
The dye won't kill me. It's okay.
No, it's safe. It's made with vinegar.
Like M&M's, like.
Yeah, like M&M's. Yeah.
Yeah. Is so going back to the White House thing, is that like a massive deal, like all across America? Because I know it's televised, so that's why you see it online and stuff. But is it like massive deal over there, you think?
I would say, truthfully, it depends on your family.
Yeah.
I never saw it on TV, but I did see it in the newspaper. So we were encouraged in school to read the local newspaper, and
Oh, okay.
they would have like a piece on the White House Easter celebration.
Yeah.
But the White House for all seasons has those types of events. Like they pardon a turkey. So like
Yeah.
in Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, the president always has the ability to like pardon somebody.
Okay.
Like if they got in trouble, the president can say, well, this person's pardoned. They can go.
Okay.
It's okay. So they pardon a turkey, a live turkey. They say, Mr. Turkey, we are not going to eat you. And they set him free.
Okay. That's
So
really
while
weird.
it's widely known that these things happen, I would say, like, depending on the family, not everybody is like, oh, we have to watch Easter at the White House.
Okay. Festivals, like any festivals during springtime mainly. Could be music festivals or a bit more about Hanami.
Yeah. Are there festivals in spring?
Yeah, Hanami Festival.
Hanami is festival?
Mm.
Okay. We have a lot of the times, like, the state fair, or like the fair will come around in the spring, and
Yeah.
that can sometimes be a spring festival, in the sense that, like, the weather is nice and cool, so you want to go out and, like,
Yeah.
play the games at the fair and ride the rides. Spring is very popular in America for Disney goers
Alright.
because it's not too hot in California and in Florida. So
Yeah.
spring is, like, in season for Disney. People love Disney in the spring, and they have their own spring celebrations. They have, like, the flowers and the gardening.
Okay, yeah.
Same in Japan.
Oh, it's the same in Japan?
And
Okay.
they celebrate Easter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've
But people don't know what the Easter is.
Oh, really? Do you want to talk about that? Like, can you say, like,
Oh,
like, people go to Disney for Easter, but they don't.
they don't know. I guess they don't know what the Easter is
Yeah.
correctly. And Universal Studio Japan
Oh, I
has
love that.
Yeah, they have a spring festival too, or like they have
Yeah.
Easter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I suppose because those are American companies.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah.
Yeah.
And they,
That would make sense.
I feel like the
yeah.
people who work in Japan at Tokyo Disney and at Universal Studios Osaka, they're probably like, what? Okay.
We're getting paid for this, so I guess, sure, let's go with it.
I feel like those are really, like, highly, like, to work at Disney is probably, like, a big deal here. Like, because Disney is so popular here. You're wearing an Aladdin shirt.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I got the genie on me.
What is it?
It says, I wish for more sleep.
I wish for more
That's what
sleep.
it says.
That's so cute.
Well, thank you.
Aww.
Oh man, it's accurate. It is very accurate.
Is it true or false? Is it not 2 p.m. for you?
It is nearly 2
And
p.m.
you're going to go
yeah.
to bed after?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to a nap. But...
I'd be lying if I say I didn't have a nap today because I did sleep during the day today. I will say seasons are so important here.
yeah.
Like, there's 4 seasons and there is something for each season.
Okay.
And so, like, one thing that was fascinating to me when I moved here is to learn that the beach in Japan, like, people don't go to the beach, right? So, like, as soon as it's fall, no more beach.
No more beach.
It's
Because jellyfish.
the jellyfish, yeah. So,
Oh,
like, people
okay.
don't even go hang out at the beach, do they?
Yes, we do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, I was misinformed. So I was always told that, like, in Japan, like, if it's not, especially older people, like, if it's not the right season, then you just
Yeah.
don't go.
You just don't bother. Okay.
But maybe that's not so true for people our age, or for just everybody.
Our age, maybe.
Our age, yeah. They're like,
Yeah.
but I still want to go to the beach.
YOLO.
Yeah.
It's cold.
YOLO.
I'll go.
Yeah. I like that. But I will say, like, not peach blossoms. I'm sorry, sakura blossoms, cherry
Yeah.
blossoms, and then also the pear.
Oh, pear.
Pear blossom, yeah. And
Okay.
I went to, like, for my spring celebration this year, I did not go to the festival. I've never been to the big one in Yoyogi Park. Because there's so many people, but I went to a place called Hakone,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I drove through Hakone, and they have like it's like a mountain town, like a
Okay.
tourist town, maybe sometimes a tourist destination.
Mm.
Yeah.
And they have Sakura with like the river and the mountains, and like the whole side of the mountain you can see like green and then like pink from the trees,
Just
like off
dotted
the mountain.
around.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
Oh,
pretty.
that sounds
Mhm.
beautiful. Oof, jealous.
Aww.
Oh, I've got
Oh.
one big event. On 3rd March
Okay.
is
Mhm.
Girls' Day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Girls' Day.
Mhm.
That is important.
Girls'
Yeah,
Oh, can we
and
talk about
on
White Day? And
White Day.
Valentine's
Oh,
Day?
yeah, Valentine's
There's actually a lot more than Sakura. Okay, so what is Girls' Day?
Girls' Day is for celebrating girls.
For celebrating
Yeah.
girls?
Mm.
I want to be celebrated every day. So, what did you do on Girls' Day?
You know, it's called Hina Matsuri.
Mm-mm. What is it?
It's Girls' Day.
Oh, Hinamatsuri.
It's called Hina Matsuri.
Okay.
And our parents have Hina Ningyo. It's Hina dolls.
Oh, I've seen those.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The Girls'
And
Day
the-
dolls.
Mhm.
Mhm. They're very
And-
pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty. And wish your daughters grow up like princess
Aww.
Like
Aww.
dolls.
Aww.
Yeah. Hope your daughter find a good man.
Okay.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you do anything with your friends?
Nothing.
No, it's family.
Family thing.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So is it all day, or is it like you hang with your mom?
Oh, yeah.
Is
Yeah.
dad?
Yeah.
Dad too?
Whole family.
Oh,
yeah. And
okay.
Okay.
5th May is Boys' Day.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So it's the same for boys,
Same thing.
but not princesses. They don't
Not
want to
princess.
be princesses.
And this day, so 4th April, between Girls' Day and Boys' Day, it's gay days.
Oh,
Gay-
really?
Yeah.
Oh, for
celebrating-
pride.
Yeah, for Pride.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Like in 5 years, 4 years.
Mm. Okay. So the 3rd of May is Girls' Day.
Mhm.
The 5th of May is Boys'
Boys'
Day.
Day, yeah.
Boys'
And then
Day.
the 4th of May
Yeah.
is Gay Pride.
Gay Pride, yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Do people talk to their parents about that here, or is it
I
kind of
don't
like?
think so.
Yeah,
Just-
I would think like people would not be comfortable telling their
Mhm.
parents here.
Mhm.
It's like private.
Because
Yeah, so private here.
Yeah,
so.
except in like maybe
Yeah.
like Tokyo, like clubs.
Yeah, Tokyo
okay.
is okay. Yeah.
I see. Well, even like near where I live, I've seen girls hold hands together, or like boys hold hands. But
Yeah.
that's all. Like that's
Okay.
But PDA or like public affection is not okay here. So like hand holding is
Oh.
okay. So I will say something about the 4th of May in America. You're gonna laugh at this. The 4th of May in Japan is like for gay pride. 4th of May in America is Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
May the fourth be with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next year I want to have a gay pride Star Wars Day.
Oh,
Where
but-
every
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
April,
April,
yeah,
not
yeah.
May. I'm
Not
sorry.
May. No, it's
Oh,
okay.
thanks.
Oh, no.
I thought it was April. Okay, so 4th of April has no significance in America. Oh,
Oh,
but what day is Easter? The first Sunday in April, no?
yeah. Oh, I'll have
Easter
to
Sunday.
double check this. Because I researched this because it changes. It was April 1st this year, so it's like the first Sunday after the first full moon in spring.
Oh,
I think.
I thought, well, in America, it's the first Sunday in April.
First Sunday. Okay, well, probably that then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just found something
But
was more.
It could be a different day where you live. That's interesting.
No, I think it was the same day. I know that Mother's Day is different in the UK and the US. Like, you had it recently, I had it March. I think Mother's Day for me is March. I'm gonna have to Google
Mother's
this.
Day was, as we are recording this on May 16th, Mother's Day was this
Yeah.
past Sunday.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mother's Day, UK. It was 31st of March.
Okay.
Or is that... Oh no, that's for next year.
Is there Mother's Day here?
Mhm.
Is it in spring?
Same day.
Oh, okay. So
Mm.
Mother's Day in Japan is the same as in America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you think that's an
Yeah.
American holiday? Like it was never big before?
Before too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I went to the mall on Mother's Day here, and there was lots of flower booths, and there were lots
Yeah.
of like working men that were like at the mall to like
Oh,
buy. It's okay.
It's okay.
That were here to like they were here to buy flowers for their wife,
Mm-hmm.
probably so they don't get in
that's
trouble.
Cute.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it like common for the Western holidays to be taken in to by the Japanese culture? So like Christmas, Valentine's Day.
So
So
love all cultures.
yeah, I've noticed that
Okay.
there's a lot of influence from multiple cultures here.
Mm.
So while
Oh, wow.
American holidays like are popular here, there's also like French influence, maybe French bakeries.
Oh
Yeah, and but not so much with holidays. I feel like there's a lot of Japanese holidays more than American holidays, but I think the
Mhm.
so-called commercialized holidays, Easter,
Yeah.
Christmas, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
So
Yeah.
you have two holidays for romance in Japan.
Mm.
So one for boys getting girls gifts,
Oh,
and
yeah.
one for girls getting boys gifts,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
So
Oh wow.
what are those?
White Day,
White Day is which one?
boys will give girls.
Okay, so
Yeah. Mm.
Okay.
it's one-sided, right? So
Mhm.
boys
So-
will give a girl like chocolates, like so when I go to the mall like around White Day, jewelry, right,
Mhm,
chocolate,
Yeah.
flowers.
Flowers.
Yeah.
flowers.
So like Valentine's Day
Okay.
stuff.
Mhm.
But then
Yeah. Yeah.
I've noticed that the other one is it Valentine's Day for
Valentine's
girls.
Day for
That
girls.
was different because
So
from
Oh.
what I've seen, it's like bake your boyfriend something, make him food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So instead
Make
of
your
just buying him
Boyfriend's chocolate.
something,
Mhm.
you want to like bake chocolates or candy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you work, you're gonna bake something for co-workers.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yes, stupid.
Okay.
But so the guys don't have to do that. Just the girls.
Yeah, guys will buy something for
Oh,
girls.
for work.
Mhm.
For
Okay.
your female coworkers.
Mm.
And then girls will bake treats
Bake
for their...
or buy something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Oh wow.
Oh, gift giving here is important. If you go on vacation, you
Mhm.
bring back a
Oh
souvenir.
yeah.
Okay.
Which is very sweet because in America,
Yeah.
when you go on vacation, you're like, peace, bye. I hate you all.
I'm off.
But
Oh,
here
see ya.
in America, or not in America, here in Japan, like taking vacation is like, I'm sorry that I
Oh yeah.
inconvenienced you by leaving. So it's like, I'm going to bring you back something. Like, so there's like, what are those called? Like the boxes of like little candies? Gift boxes of
Okay.
like lots of little candies. It's good for
Mm.
like a family or an office
Yeah.
because they're like
Yeah.
individual wrapped
Mm-hmm.
candies
And there's
from
loads in it.
wherever you
Yeah.
are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know that like kind of here it's just like same in America, but I feel like more people are like get a gift for someone because you know instead of like being like see ya, I'm out of here. It's just I know that when I was younger I did, but it isn't like something that my parents told me to do. I was just like, oh, I kind of feel like I want to get something for my friend. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of similar to America,
That's similar.
but not. Yeah, yeah.
But you don't
so-
have to. It's only
No,
because you
no.
want to. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have to?
essentially, yeah.
Maybe for work. Yep.
For work, you have to. Or else everyone will be giving you this stinky eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How dare you
I know what you
take time
did.
off
You went to
be
vacation.
working.
He got nothing for us.
Yeah. there's a very big YouTube community of American and foreign English teachers in Japan, and they teach about the culture.
Yeah.
And so I learned a lot from like English teachers here. They talk about the work environment Did you have more spring traditions that you'd like to talk about?
There is something that's kind of been taken from one country to another. So, you know, Holi Festival?
From India, right?
Yeah,
Right?
the Holi
I knew.
Festival. Yeah.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know it. No, please tell me about it.
So it's a festival of colours, and essentially everyone throws like coloured dust at one another. So that's kind of been capitalised here in America, because you have like colour runs, so they're making it more of a charitable event instead of like a religious event like it is in India.
So it is it a Hindu religious event?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know much more than that it's religious, and it's got beautiful colours, and you throw them at people.
Yeah,
right
like
in their
dry
face.
powder.
Yes,
So
yeah.
is that a spring
So I know that.
celebration in the UK?
It's kind of like it happens in spring. It happens within that time, but I don't know if it's like specifically a spring celebration. So.
Maybe it's like when the weather's good in spring. We have in America we have that, but it's like mostly charity. Like your college, your university, your church will have a color run, and you can and it like you wear like all white.
Yeah, our university did it recently, so I know that's kind of been slightly capitalised here.
Well, that's interesting. I had no idea that it was originally an Indian tradition, or that it was even a religious tradition.
Yeah.
Is there color like stuff like that here?
Yeah, I've been to the festival in Yokohama. Red Bricks. Yeah.
But is it an Indian festival? Oh, so here it's like actually like attended by like people that are living here that are from India.
Oh wow, that's really nice.
Yeah, Japan has like so many like different. It's such an international, like, especially we live near Tokyo, so it's a very international city. Like there's people from everywhere speaking like
kind of like
languages.
London here. Yeah.
There's a little bit of everybody.
Yeah.
It's different. Like in America, everybody is from everywhere, so you can never tell who's foreign. But in Japan, everybody's Japanese, so you can see the people who aren't Japanese. Like so that's like a culture shock for me living here, because in America, like you would never tell if someone's on vacation, if they're from like Europe, or if they're from Asia, they're from anywhere. Like you can't tell.
Yeah, that's kind of like the same here, because we just have so many different cultures here. We have like the different convenience stores, like Polish and Lithuanian and all that sort of stuff. So it's really cool.
So you can have snacks from everywhere?
Basically. Yeah.
So I'm jealous. Yeah.
In our town, we have a Chinese shop with like ramen and all that sort of stuff. So it kind of like has some Japanese stuff, but it is mainly a Chinese like shop.
That's the same in America. So we had those grocery stores, but they're just like quote called Asian grocery stores.
Yes.
So it would be like a Korean family, but they'll order stuff from Japan, they'll order stuff from the Philippines.
Yeah.
So basically like one store to cater to the population of the local area who wants their food from their home. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of like the same here, but sometimes it's like specifically this is a Lithuanian one, this is a Polish one, and then in like bigger supermarkets they'll have like sections. So we've got like an American section, and then some spices, which will be like the India section. I'm using that with quotation marks.
Exactly, like that's what
spices.
They call it.
Yeah.
Do you have foreign section in the grocery store?
Yeah.
Like American section?
American.
There's
like it's always say ethnic
Yeah,
corner.
that's
Yeah.
what it says in. Yeah, that's what it says in
And
America
everything.
too. Yeah, everything's in one spot. It's so
Nice.
funny. Yeah, it's so funny to see that here. Marshmallows in Japan always have an American flag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But there's also a store here called Kaldi Coffee.
Kaldi. Oh,
Kaldi
yeah.
Coffee. They have, it's almost like an international food store, but it's
Yeah.
like commercialized. There's
Mhm.
not, it's not like a mom and dad store. It's like
Yeah.
a big company.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know that, like, there's 7-Eleven in both in the US and in Japan, which is really weird.
It's an American company, but it came to Japan and they were like, we're going to do 7-Eleven right. 7-Eleven in America, I would be scared to eat something from the hot days. Yeah, but here I'm like, can I get karage on a stick? Onegaishimasu, like potatoes and like croquettes and like everything, and they'll like heat up. Like you can get like gyoza and they'll microwave it for you, or like a working man like lunch, like a bento box. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
it's clean here.
It's,
In America, 7-Eleven.
yeah.
I can't speak for everyone's 7-Eleven, but in Florida, 7-Eleven, you go there, you get a Slurpee. There's Slurpees
Yep.
here.
No.
Yeah, in Machida.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah. In Machida.
There's so many American living here.
Maybe
right?
because of the
yeah.
Americans.
I've never
Yeah.
seen that.
They were like,
Yeah.
we need
It's like
Slurpees.
ices. Have you had it? Do you have ices there with the
Yeah, we
polar bear?
call them slushies or slush puppies. Because they have a little... Yeah, they have a little dog on it. Yeah.
That's a big spring celebration. You have to get your shaved ice
Shaved ice.
in spring, right? With like you can get ichigo like shaved ice. It's like a big mountain of like ice. In Japan.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about food.
No, we have not.
Okay, we
Let's
should
talk
wrap-
about
We should wrap up
food.
with food.
Yes.
So, what kind of foods do you have in Great Britain or in your town that you eat during spring?
Hot cross buns. They are
Hot cross.
amazing.
Hot cross buns in America is only a song.
Really?
Yeah, it goes like hot cross buns, and you learn
Oh.
recorder. Did you learn
Yeah.
recorder, the plastic
Mhm,
flute?
mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what you learn when you're a kid in school. It's called hot cross buns.
I think I've heard of it, but like only from like my parents humming it or whatever. Not like because I'm too young for the, being made to play the recorder, so.
Okay.
But yeah.
So, what are hot cross buns other than a hit song?
Okay, so they're like, it's a sweet bun with like raisins in, sultanas in, a bit of like spices in. It's like a spicy fruit bun, they call it.
Is it almost like a cinnamon bun but with fruit, like a strudel?
Sort of, yeah, but less cinnamony, you know.
Oh, I'm looking up a
Um,
picture of them. They look really
Yeah,
good.
and they've got the little cross on it.
Yeah,
Looks nice.
they do
They
look
are
good.
tasty.
And they have raisins in them?
Yeah,
Oh,
they have like
Oh.
sultanas and stuff in.
oh my gosh. They look delicious.
They only sell them like now,
Okay.
and then after that, that's it. You have to wait until next year when they sell them again, and you can toast them. That's how I have them, with melted butter on top, and
Ooh,
it's so good.
that does sound amazing.
Because like obviously because of the cross on it, so like
Oh, the cross is religious.
yes, yeah. So like there's one theory it was a monk that made them and added the cross on. Then there was something about like I think something to do with like we should make this special and not do it all the time, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like to celebrate
Yeah,
Easter.
yeah, essentially. But there isn't like one specific story about it.
It's like a legend.
Yeah,
Legend of the hot cross buns.
yeah.
I can't think of any American spring food, but licorice.
Ooh,
It's weird. Maybe licorice, red licorice,
ew.
and Easter candy. Like I know we spoke briefly about Easter candy, but
Yeah.
chocolate Easter bunnies, Easter eggs,
Yes.
Easter, just like any kind of sweet candy, colorful candy. We have this candy called robin's eggs. They're milk duds, or not milk duds, but little like Whopper candies. So what they traditionally would be called Whoppers, but they're recolored to look like little bird eggs.
Aw, that's
in a
cute.
bird nest, and you eat them.
What?
Yeah.
What is a Whopper candy?
Oh gosh. So it's like a chocolate exterior with like a puffy, crisp interior. So when you bite it, it's like
okay.
puffy. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're called Whoppers. So what's the big spring food to eat?
Dango.
What is dango?
Mochi.
Oh, mochi, yeah.
Mochi.
Oh, yes. Love mochi.
Red bean paste.
Yeah, I love mochi. So mochi, to say it very, very, very plainly, is like almost like a rice marshmallow, but it's dense. And it's like gooey and like warm, and they come with different toppings, right?
Soybean powder.
I
Red
like
bean
that.
paste.
Yeah.
Sometimes custard cream.
Oh, custard cream,
Oh.
so good.
And strawberries. Yep.
When I went to celebrate spring in Hakone, we went to a tiny tea room in Hakone. And it is called Amazake Chaya.
Amazake.
Can you say it correctly?
Amazake Chaya tea house.
Oh, yes. And they made their own
Chaya
mochi.
means tea house. Yeah.
Chaya means tea house?
yeah.
Okay. So Amazake is the name.
Amazake is the sake, right? You know Amazake, right?
Amazake?
Yeah, Amazake is made with rice but sake.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's amazing. Sweet. Yeah. Oh, I didn't have sake. I was driving. I've never had sake. So when I was there, I had like a mixed plate of like mochi. So there was like the red bean and then the powder beans, soybean powder, and then the other one was seaweed wrap.
Oh yeah, soy sauce and seaweed.
Soy sauce and seaweed. That one was my favorite. I liked the soy sauce. It's salty, and then once you chew the salty away, then it's sweet on the inside.
Mochi sweet.
Mochi, yeah, it's so good.
So, are these mochi like savory flavored, or are they like a bit of savory with sweet? Because I know mochi is like sweet. It's like a nice little dessert thing.
Yeah, like for
both.
us, both. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
But I was surprised because from the Western perspective, we know about mochi, but it's like candy, only candy.
Yes.
So, but here it's not. So I would like get some, and I would be like, "This is not sweet. This is not candy." But I learned to like appreciate it because it's very good, and it's like you can choke on mochi because it's so sticky, and like you eat it, and it just gets big, right?
Sometimes we have mochi for our breakfast.
Oh, really?
Or sometimes we put mochi in that soup.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, so good.
Like what kind of soup?
Ooh.
It's like
it's
just stock.
Just a soup stock? Okay.
Soup stock
So
and
they're
mochi.
almost like dumplings. They
Oh
float-
yeah.
Did they kind of like
yeah. Just like that.
That sounds amazing. I think they take
That
up the
sounds
flavor
really
of
nice.
whatever you put in them, almost like tofu. Like they have a flavor, but they can like taste good with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they can mix and matched with other things. Like, I know here you can buy, like, going back to the, like, over here it's more like sweets. You can buy big boxes with little ones in. So I bought mango flavour because I love mangoes.
Mango mochi?
Yeah.
What did they look like in the package?
They're just, like, a lot smaller. If you go, though, to, like, Yo Sushi, which is, like, the sushi chain, they do like proper mochi, so that's really nice. But they only have like strawberry cheesecake where it's got strawberry jam in the middle and
Strawberry
chocolate.
cheesecake flavored mochi.
Yeah.
What? They're on the way. Going to the airport. Coming. This is a bit embarrassing about America and mochi because the only time I've ever seen mochi in America is at frozen yogurt places as a topping. And I've been here for 2 years, so it could be popular more now. But mochi is described at, you know, the yogurt bar, and like you get the toppings. Yeah, so they have mochi there, but they're like little pods, like little tiny like sprinkles almost mochi. And
okay.
they're described like on the plaque as Japanese marshmallows.
No.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
No.
They are.
How dare they?
I was like, oh, mochi. It's like a marshmallow. And I knew that people did like the soy sauce and stuff here. Like I saw on movies and things, but I had no idea.
Yeah.
They should hire me.
They should have you. Yeah.
I will sort them out.
Does anyone in your family like do the mochi pounding?
No.
It's very expensive, the mochi pounding equipment.
expensive and so hard.
Yeah, it's hard. But you can see like the older men.
Yeah, older.
Like they
Oji-chan. Grandpa,
Oji-chan.
grandma knows how to do it.
Oh,
but
grandma must. Like Japanese grandpas, they'll like put the mochi on it's like a hollowed out log, kind of like it's like a bowl, and then they like have a big hammer and they like mash
Smack
it.
it.
But there are also mochi making, like almost like a rice cooker, right? That makes mochi. Like you can buy special rice for mochi.
Yeah, mochi gome, mochi rice.
Mochi rice, and then you can make it at home.
Yeah.
But most people purchase the mochi here. Yeah. Speaking of mochi, my dog is named Mochi because she looks like mochi with soy sauce on her, like a big puffy mochi, and she's being very rude during our recording.
Just wandering around.
The cat was also in here, in the closet. 2 girls.
We had 2 guests.
2 pet girls, a dog girl and a cat girl, in the closet with us recording.
Joining in. They want to talk to us about Japanese culture.
Mochi, please tell us your thoughts as a Japanese American dog. She has no thoughts at this time.
Okay. No comment.
Oh.
Maybe next time.
So we've talked about food and we've talked about religion and does the like Japanese religions have like special like at the shrines for spring? Do they do?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, but
there's a lot
I
of.
think Buddha's birthday is in April, right?
Oh, so that might be celebrated too. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So we talked about
Oh.
religion and food and cultural things. I think we've got it all down, right?
Yeah. I think we've covered all bases. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
This was so exciting. Thank you for hosting us.
Well, thank you for being my guest. It was very enjoyable.
It's a little crazy that we're like recording this like we could never 20 years ago never record like this. Thank you for listening to Oye Kiku. I'd like to thank our special guest Cowdy for joining us and talking about Japanese culture. She has informed me a lot about things I didn't know. And for Lottie for informing me about a lot of things I didn't know.
There you go. We're all learning.
Well, thank you for listening to Oye Kiku.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Bye.